want to grow strawberries. Have you ever thought about growing strawberries here in Florida? Yes, we absolutely can grow strawberries in Florida, but we need to do it the right time of year. And now is the perfect time for you to get started. October, November, it's our time and we can do an amazing job at it. So today what I'm gonna be doing is starting strawberries from bare root. So join me and my little buddy here for starting these strawberries. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do when you're growing strawberries here in Florida is you're gonna wanna get a variety that works in Florida. Not all strawberries are gonna work here because even though you can grow strawberries, we grow them at the very end of the fall season, starting in October and November, and then they run through, not with runners. Well, they do have runners. Then they're gonna grow into your Decembers, your Januaries, your Februaries, and then that's kind of the end of the season, maybe March. There are some ever-bearing varieties that can grow year-round, but your main produce is gonna come in the winter time. And even though it's winter for us in Florida, like if you think about it, the heat and the humidity is still rather high compared to what the country would go through in the springtime when they would be growing strawberries. So I did look for ever-bearing varieties because if you're gonna have them grow like little daughter plants, you want them to be able to go through the summer, and we know that's like really hot and humid here in Florida. So I looked for a variety. I picked out Chandler, and I picked these ones up from Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description below so that you guys can try them out too. And after you pick your variety, you better have a spot for it because when they arrive, you have these dormant plants, and what stage of dormancy they're gonna be in is gonna really vary. They could be like way dormant, like they've gone through winter months, or like mine, you can see they're not fully dormant. They still have very clearly green on them. So I needed to move pretty quickly once they arrived. Now the challenge for me was that my original plan was to put them in my sweet potato bed, but my sweet potatoes aren't done yet. So we're gonna switch gears and we're actually gonna put them in the lettuce bed where there's some space. And that works out really well because strawberries and lettuce are really good companion plants. And the next thing that you're gonna wanna do once you pull these out of the packages, you're gonna wanna rehydrate them. They've been sitting in a package for a few days now as they made their way. I think these ones came out of North Carolina. Now, in order to rehydrate them, all you're gonna wanna do is place these in a bowl of water for about 30 minutes to 2 hours. And then once you've done that, you need to quickly get them out in the garden bed. And I have a buddy here with me today to dig some holes, and we're gonna be putting about 20 to 21 plants into the garden over there. So let's go. And here is our strawberries. So these are what strawberries look like.
They don't look like anything enough. Why are not strawberries?
There's some leaves in here. These are the plants that become the plants. Uh-oh, this is gonna make the counter very dirty. Okay.
Okay. Are we going to put all of it in the bowl?
Yes, we are gonna put these in the bowl. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this bowl up with water. But you see how these are all dry? They're not all the way wet anymore. So we're gonna take
now it's turning to dirty water.
Yeah, it's turning dirty water. So now we got what we call rehydrate these.
What that means?
So we're gonna get the roots. What part's the root? Do you remember?
The bottom of it?
Yeah, all that stuff. That's the roots. We need to get the water back in them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are the roots drinking the water?
Yes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave this for at least 30 minutes.
Okay. One for you and one for me.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dig some holes. So can we put our first strawberry right here? This, we said, was the roots.
Yeah.
But this top part right here,
Yeah.
that's called the crown.
What happened?
What? Does it look like a crown?
No.
It doesn't look like a crown?
No.
Oh my goodness. You digging my hole for me. Can you dig that? It's so deep. Can you help me bury this? See, we don't want to put the crown underground, so we just want to go like this. Now, can you help me bury that? But just the roots. Squish.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, now you try. You're doing it. I know you're doing it. You're doing a good job. Can you fill it back up for me?
Okay. When it's a strawberry, is it all grown up and then it's a grown up when it's a strawberry?
Yeah, there'll be strawberries coming out of it. Very good. Look at that. Now squish, squish. Very good. Look at that. Look at how much you got. Look how deep you got that. That's a really good hole you did. Yeah, look at you.
Like a baby.
I think so.
How about right here?
Oh, for the next one?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a big strawberry. Look at that. That big.
Yeah.
That big roots.
Yeah, but when it's in the camera, it looks smaller.
It does.
Yeah.
That's silly.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, I gotta get it so far down in there. All right, you ready to help me see these strawberries? These might be closer than we want because usually you want strawberries 18 inches away from each other. But because we don't have the space that we originally planned, we're making do with what we can. We can always transplant these later. Okay, so how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've only gotten through.
Let me look at the dirty water.
Oh yeah, you can go look at the dirty water.
Ew, it's dirty.
So we are almost have filled up the bed as much as we can.
Let me think where.
Another one. We're running out of space. We're gonna have to go to that side and do some.
Okay.
Okay, you think we should go over there? Because we've only done 10
Well,
and we still have
look.
10 more. Or 11 more, I think.
Look. Yeah, you did it.
Okay.
And I can make it flat.
You are so good at making it flat. Put that right there. I'm just gonna push it back a little bit so the plant doesn't fall down.
And then I flat it.
Yeah, you totally make it flat.
Really flat.
Yep.
There.
Oh, you did a wonderful job. So we got all but 2 of our strawberries in this bed. I shoved the other ones in this kind of potpourri bed for right now. So this is where we're at the day of planting, and we'll check in 7 more days. 7 days later with our strawberries, and look at how pink these stems are. And you can see the leaves have bounced back to a bright green all throughout. I mean, completely different looking. Look at how bright and green and happy. And I think the first thing I saw within like probably about 48 hours is many of these starting to get this pink color back into their stems. And that was one of the first indicators that they were alive, that they were healthy, and then now we're starting to get this new fresh green growth. Oh, look at this one, just barely. So 7 days. Here's 14 days since planting. I noticed a couple somehow got dug up. I think maybe a bird pulled them. One's up over here, but look at how huge these leaves are getting. I'm shocked at how fast these are taking off. And you can see these have started to flower down here. I think this one had a flower. Yeah, so it's already dropped its petals. We have some flowers here, here. Wow, I am like super impressed. These are doing really, really well. 14 days. So here we are, 21 days in. We got definitely a lot of larger green growth. But we also have some plants, I don't know why. What's going on with them? Maybe that one's too shaded. But we've got our first berry. Oh man, something's been eating the leaves. Definitely something eating the leaves. So 21 days, something's eating the leaves, but we are getting our first berries. And here we are, day 28. I feel like we took a step backwards. You can see a couple of them are doing pretty well. We've got one that actually has a strawberry on it, but a lot of them have just kind of died off. They did a thing and then, I don't know, pest pressure, the hurricane, something, and they're kind of done for. And in the mixed bed where I threw, I think there were 2 in here. It looks like there's still 1 left. So here we are about 28 days after planting these, and we've lost about 2/3 of our strawberries. Now the good thing about the bad thing is by putting as many as I did in this bed, we actually had them spaced way too close per recommendation. They actually recommended them a lot further apart. So in the long scheme of things, if these ones survive and take off, we'll be in a really good position. I think what also really challenged these is that they seem to do really, really well while we had a cold front in town in October, but once we switched over and got a warm front and a hurricane, I think the pest pressure came back up and it really caused the strawberries to suffer. So what I would do differently kind of now, knowing what I know about bare root strawberries, is that because we plant these in October and November, which we're coming out of a huge, like really high pest pressure time of year versus northerners who are coming out of the cold season, as I would do a little bit more protecting of our bare root strawberries so that they could make it the distance until the pest pressure drops, like now when it's starting to get a little cool out. And if you found this helpful to learn a little bit about bare root strawberries and want to learn more about what to plant and when to plant it down here in Florida, go to www.wildfloridian.net/calendar for a free seasonal gardening guide. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye.